All right, here we go, folks.
You haven't broke it yet. It's time for assembly. Right there. Must be the one. That's it.
That's interesting. The seal goes from the inside.
Seal's on the outside. What are you talking about? Instead of beating on the case race, trying to knock it out of the case, you support the case race from the other side.
Oh.
You just push the seal in.
Oh,
so all
all
the
right.
load is going against the steel,
Oh,
not against
all right.
the case, which would cause a problem.
Gotcha.
So the seal goes in like this.
All right, I got you now.
Pull
I'm
the
sorry.
sleeve out. Oh, I almost screwed up. I need that washer that goes in there. The new one.
Yep.
I was gonna bitch if I forgot to put that in there. See, it's almost tomorrow, so when I get a fresh start in the morning,
I know you'll be in good. You'll be like a second wind
I won't
here.
be screwing anything up like I almost did. And this one just goes in flush. This being a nice vintage seal and everything, it goes in pretty nice. See all that force right there?
Yeah.
That's 4 tons.
Yeah, it's not on the aluminum case.
If you put 4 tons on a case, you might push the race right out of the case.
Yeah, no shit.
You definitely could probably warp it, which
Or crack it.
knock it out of alignment. I'm more concerned about alignment because right now it's lined up.
Yeah.
If you knock it out of alignment, it locks up the transmission. It defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do around here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so now that's in there where it belongs. Now, before that seal is tired about being not in the right spot, let's go ahead and get this piece back in here where it belongs. There we go. We'll put our tool on there, we go straight in there. The tool goes right over all this spline area. Makes it slip together easier. Okay, we need to put our stud back in that we took out. Block material on
The
it.
red material is not the tough stuff. It's the blue, right?
It's pretty tough on this. Stud and bearing mount's pretty good shit though.
What's that?
Stud and bearing mount's pretty stout. It's just not as much as the green. This is green color now. It's a blue bottle, it's green.
Okay.
This is also green.
Okay.
See, it says green label.
Right.
These are both green.
All right. What? Oh, but different name.
This is capillary. This
Yeah.
is capillary. This is sleeve retainer.
Oh, I see.
This sucks in porosity and fills it. This it keeps it from moving.
Okay.
It doesn't suck into nothing, it just quits moving. So I use them both. You put it together where it doesn't move, like it's a loose insert, and then you put the capillary in after the fact to take in whatever voids the other one left. And it pretty well locks it in there solid. Then you get all kinds of mean comments about how I don't know what I'm doing and I'm a butcher and all that. And that'll never work and all this other crap. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Looks just fine. It just doesn't last forever. It'll last for a lot longer than you think it will.
What are these naysayers that got all these comments? What are they doing watching your website?
I don't know. They think you need to grow your beard back.
Let them go back to Captain Kangaroo or whatever they're going to do.
How come you don't have your beard back? They want your beard
Well,
back.
I'm going back to the Midwest.
Wintertime. It's summertime now. It's not wintertime. That's why. That's all you got.
Oh, brother. That was a crappy looking beard.
They pick on everything.
Oh, brother.
Okay, so these are the bearings we're going to use as far as I know. Now we got to take this out of here because we're no longer needing it.
No longer need that rubber band. That goes back in your toolbox.
It goes back in my toolbox. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, we were going to put a little fresh grease in here because we had to clean out the case after all that metal debris was in there. And I can't get to my bearing area because this is in the way. There we go. Shove it all the way out. There we go. See that washer in there? It's right behind the seal.
Yes.
That keeps that steel thrust washer from this right here. It keeps the bearings in there.
Gotcha.
Keeps it from coming out of the seals. If you leave those washers out, the bearings go right out through the seal and then you have no bearings. And yes, I have seen that done. It's usually not pretty to your motorcycle when you do that. The gears
Well, the clutch hub gets pretty loose then, doesn't it?
Well, the gears get pissed off at you inside the case because they like to be supported.
Yep. I guess it turns into an ugly mess pretty quick.
Yes, it tends to have issues, yes. Some people like that, though. So.
You'll wish you'd had Tatro machine build your trans for you.
Okay, what have we not touched on this case yet?
Absolutely everything.
We haven't done the top cover screws to see if the cover bolts up.
All right, well.
I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to wait. That's going to be a surprise.
Because you like surprises.
Because we know there's going to be something else is going to happen.
Well, that's all there is left, though, man. What else?
No, we're not done yet. The shifting mechanism has not been dialed in.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. But this is final assembly here.
Oh, I forgot to do the other thing too. Damn it. I almost forgot to do the other thing. That would have been your fault.
What other thing? Oh.
Put the seal in there yet.
Ah.
Where's your old clutch gear?
I don't remember we talked about that, but
Where's your old clutch gear at? Oh, the Chip got your old clutch gear.
yeah. My old buddy Chip.
We need a snap ring that goes in here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what did I do? I told him we needed that snap ring for you.
And he said, okay.
And that's the end of this. I remember that. So.
Uh-huh.
I don't see no snap ring sitting here. It's kind of a weird figure 8 type looking thing. Yeah.
Only you would remember that.
Well, I got to put that in right now because it gets pressed together and it's a pain in the ass to do it. Yeah. I wonder where that's at. we'll be back. Gonna do some hunting. Okay, so here's Chip's old clutch gear. So I guess he got your retaining clip, so I gotta use this Chip modern piece of crap thing here. So next time we see Chip, we're going to have to rob this out of it.
Yeah. Is that a modern? That's just a regular, yeah.
Just a snap ring. Of course, it won't come out of here. Great. Wonderful. Actually looks like a piston ring, piston size.
You want me to try to get under it while you hold it?
Not enough room to get into it. Let's see, the size is same size as the wristband. Oh, look at that. Same as the wristband. Alright, look at that. Blocking my road.
No, you're the one that wants to film. Did he replace that shaft, kicker shaft?
Kicker shaft, no, not a kicker shaft.
Well, you know what I mean. Ratchet.
No, I don't think so. Oh, they don't have my snap rings in here? Where's my flashlight? I gotta dig deeper.
All right, well, while we're digging, we'll be back.
Piston snap rings. If it'll fit in there. Maybe, maybe not.
Did you put the seal in?
It's got the same problem with that one. It's they're too big to go in here. These are too big. Shit. I got 1,000 of the ones that are too small at home. I saw the box the other day. I don't know why I took them home, but they used to be sitting on my shelf over there, but I moved them.
You don't think we can get that one out of there?
It's the same as that one.
Oh.
It's just, it's getting, you can't close enough to pull it out.
Yeah,
It's too
I
big to go in the
understand.
hole. It's,
And they just drove it in there, yeah.
yeah, so I don't want to just jam that thing in there. We'll never get the thing out again, just like this one. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, the push rod seal kit. Here's the box. You can either use the box or use the bag.
Always save the box.
That's why I'm going to use the bag. The bag has the instructions on it. The box has the instructions inside the box. This one's obviously been opened. It's got staples all over the place on it. I keep these too. I got hundreds of bags laying around.
That's that preservative bag.
Yeah. I'm trying to preserve the bag though. It's kind of stuck to itself over the years. Yeah. There's a tool you're supposed to use, I guess. I've never seen the tool.
Mm-hmm.
And the snap ring you need is one of those ones that are, numbers that are in there. So there's the 2 rubbers you need.
Wow.
Hey, they still move. They're still rubber. Kind of.
Wow.
Your favorite material.
Yep.
Cosmoline. Otherwise known as gooey crap. It's not grease.
I guess they put that stuff on hot.
Yeah, they hot dipped it.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna go clean this up. I'll be back. Oh, I found it back.
Oh yeah. Painted it.
Somehow it got green.
Looks good. I don't particularly like that green, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's one we got. It almost is that ugly khaki color you like.
Boy, that's a nice piece.
See, that Cosmoline protects everything.
How much was those little kits in the 80s?
Let's see, we used to sell them for $2 a box back in the 70s and early 80s.
$2.
Then they went to $5 and then $10, and now they're on eBay. They're probably about 25, $30 a piece now. They ran out of boxes years ago, and they went to these bags. But these popped up on all that Dixie closeout stuff. A couple cases of those things got discovered, so cause I've seen those being sold again.
Huh.
But they're trying to get, 10, $15 a piece out of them at least, anyway. They're not reproduced, so I don't know what the hell people do for seals. Pretty much like that, they put a modern seal in, I guess. But we have the real deal. Now the way this works is we need a throwout bearing, because we're going to be needing this.
That needed to get installed.
You have to work as unpacking you. Alright, so these are the good ones. Now, chips, I packed grease inside that hole.
Okay.
As I recall, I was trying to use Trivodine. You see how it doesn't rotate?
Mm-hmm.
That means it doesn't move. It's full of dried up puke in there. So right now it doesn't work at all, so we gotta get this freed up. But for now we're gonna use it for installation purposes. Okay. So the way it works is, this here goes around there to seal the shaft up. So you have a backer, a pincher, a spring-loaded cup, like that. And this actually goes inside the cup. The cup squeezes it down tight against the main shaft, and it pushes against the end of the main shaft. It pushes right up against the main shaft here, which seals it. Seals the end of the main shaft.
Right.
So you got a couple different seals going on doing different things. So that's how all this stuff goes together. So you gotta remember don't forget to put this in there. So this just drops down in the hole. Now, as I recall, the thick piece goes on the outside, but when you read the instructions in there, it'll show you. See the thick washer right there, and you got the thin washer way in here. So the thick one goes on the outside. So this goes like that. Then you got this piece, and you got this piece, and this piece, and that piece, and then this piece like that. So there's your assembly, like that, and the clip goes here. Now you can't push this together with a push rod. You have to have the push rod out to push it.
Right.
It's tighter than hell. So now this here should not go all the way through. So let's find out if it does or doesn't. Nope. Of course, it won't drop in the hole either. And your spring goes in there. And your steel washer. I'm going to squeeze this big ass piece of crap in here and there without screwing it up. And what year is this? This old rubber doesn't like to squeeze too much.
You don't want just a little bit of lube on it?
Lube what? It's hard. I need a socket to push with.
Even some spit on it.
What? I had some stuff inside the gear, wasn't dry. It's going to be even harder though in a minute.
Well, that'll press it in.
They tend to make it go in, yes. It goes in stubbornly though. Spring is letting it come up right now. So it sheared off a small amount of the rubber
Yeah.
as it went over the groove, which doesn't surprise me, but it's alright.
That's not where the seal is, though, so.
Oh, let's see, it's on the OD.
That's right.
Okay, now we're going to use this Evolution wrist pin retainer. Which is similar to what was stock. The stock was a wire. You just had little things that you'd squeeze open on it. There it goes. That works a lot better than that stupid ass snap ring does. See, goes in nice and clean.
Heck yeah.
And the spring is slowly bringing it back out, but it's
Now that's the washer there?
that's the spacer.
Yeah.
Then the rubber, then the washer, then the spring, then the cup. Now all you gotta do is remember to put this in there before you put the main shaft in. It has to go inside of that. So usually what I do is I poke all this stuff through the hole here, and then I put the main shaft onto it. That's how I do it. And this goes all the way through. Alright, so where is my lubricant? Because this does get pretty damn hard to get put in there. See, all these parts have to kind of stack together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now this should be ready to go together on this side. Our bearings are still in it, they haven't fallen out yet. So you put this through here. You have to clear all the parts in there. Tube's in the way. Make sure the bearings all went in there. They appear to all have gone in there. And pop the tube off when it went in.
You don't put any lube on the
See what's in the seal now.
on the seal at all?
Yeah, a little bit in there, not much. See the red?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's on there right now, see? That seal drag. Not a lot on there, but a little bit. And the tube makes it slide in easily. So as the rubber softens up, it'll start to free up and work better.
Right.
But, I've had good luck with them, so it's in my bike. My bike ain't leaking all over the drag strip with it.
No.
Looks good for me, so good enough. Okay, now I get to put all this back together again. Need this piece here. Need my installation tools. Installation tool. Let's do that backwards. Oop, 180 out. Screw it back around. Line it up with that edge. Simple. Simple when you have the installation tool. Make sure your spring is still sitting in there. Line it up with the edge here. Starting to go together easier. Okay, now for the hard part. I'll make sure it's good water grease on the end of that. Okay, now we got to shove this thing completely through the shaft here. See how little drag that is? Make sure I didn't forget any gears or any washers or anything. Oh, we got an extra washer line here. We need that? No.
That goes on the outside.
No, we already put a new one in, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Come on, go together. Just to push what? Being a drag. Okay, it's in there. I'm going to reverse it. Okay, that way that rubber doesn't turn in there when I bolt everything together. That'd really be a problem. It's under a little bit of tension. Probably doesn't leak though, right? Okay, we need a washer that goes there. Where'd that thing go to? It's still stuck right here. So here's the washer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're going to need a seal that goes in here. That seals the counter shaft. And then one of these baggies goes in here. One of these. Nice and round, huh? that inside of here. If you're lucky, it'll all slide together, but this one here is pretty shrunk up, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. The problem with this is these edges right here shear that off.
Yeah.
When you shove it in,
You can't put it on the shaft ahead of time?
then you can't put it inside the gear.
Oh, there you go.
Then it'll wad up in the bearings down in there, and it won't work that either, so it's kind of one of those deals. It all has to kind of go together to work, but nobody said it had to work easily. It just has to work. The washer, I don't have to worry about that one. Okay, so I put a lot of lube on it. Hopefully it slides together. It's a lot of stuff going together at once here. And now we're going to put some goop on it. Now the gasket's shrunk to the plate here, so I'm going to... It's already glued itself to the paint, so the paint's going to be the sealer. And I'm going to put the gasket cinch on the outside of that. This is nice and thick. There we go. If we have to take it apart again,
Yep.
we're going to have a problem. It's not going to want to come apart.
Don't talk like that. It's going to be perfect.
Perfecto. Famous last words. It's going to work.
It's going to work.
Said that last time, it didn't work. Okay, so the only real problem we're going to have is that O-ring. Got to go on that shaft. We'll see how it goes. I'll give it 50-50. First problem is you got to get past the end of the shaft. See, we're already failing at that. I gotta get the O-ring into the bushing. Okay, it's in there. So it's either going to shear it off or it's going to go on.
It's going on.
We're not sure which. Okay, we're at the point now where it's going to make a decision what it's going to do. Now, normally I work the kickers a little bit, but at 45 you can't work it very much because it pops out and you take it all back apart again. Yep. I just pushed that oil completely out of the fucking seat. God damn it. Alright, I'm screwed at this point because everything's falling apart. Everything pushed out. All the way back in. Hopefully. It's back in. That's it. Okay, we need something better than we got here. Okay, I'm going to figure out how to hold this thing in a vise or something. Need help holding it. You're busy.
Okay.
And you're not going to help much, so I have to do it this way.
Well, just say what you need.
You're not going to be able to help much. So.
Okay.
It's not even beginning to go. It's hitting on something, I'm not sure what. I think it's just all in the O-ring. It's not even attempting to do anything. Ah, you bastard. Too far. Stuff popped out. Can't see in there to see if it did or didn't. Probably did. You bastard. I think I went back in. A lot of force.
You want to tap it with your hammer?
Nope. I'll adjust my back though. Pressure you think I'm putting on there. I'm pushing pretty damn hard.
Yeah, I know you were.
work it back and forth.
Yep.
Hopefully it went in, but we don't know if it tore up any rubber. Shit. If it sheared off the rubber and jammed it between the cluster gear and the shaft, we're screwed. There's no way for me to see in there, so I can't tell. One advantage is see how it's pulling the door unevenly here right now.
Yep.
That's a good sign. The whole thing just kind of sliding in nice and easy. As tight as we had that, if there's a piece of rubber stuck in there,
Yeah, it wouldn't go.
it wouldn't go. It just slipped right in there like it's supposed to. So I should have wrapped. Make sure this works. So the kicker's working, so it re-engaged.
Okay.
Luckily. Jamming it into the vise there, but
Needed to hold it.
yeah, well, I still don't like that, but it is what it is. Chips went together pretty easy, just kind of popped right over the edge there. That O-ring was deformed quite a bit there, so and shrunk up. So that makes it a lot more difficult. But we know the push rod seal stuff's all in. You can see the push rod's still in there. So
Right.
that's all centered. That's why I put that in there. You see that rubber, looks like a rubber there. Fucking grease on this. Tool works good. It popped out 3 times on me there. Where's this studs at? These all pop in nice and freely, like they're supposed to. A dab of blue on here. Oop. Jeez. Couldn't feel it any coming out. Think we have enough on there? Maybe. Where's your new ones at? Yeah, these will work for the bottom. These are higher grade than those probably anyway. These are grade 5. See they got the hashes under here?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time nuts are grade butter or grade 3 at best. The last place I bought these from got good hardware, surprisingly. That one tightened up.